Reality is inflation is coming. But do you know that there are things you could do today as a small business owner to not just protect yourself from it, but to even profit from it? In today's video, I'm going to go over 5 strategies you can start implementing today. The 5th one is probably the best one and most profitable one. So please stay and watch till the end. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I am your host, Leo Landaverde, business and commercial loan broker, helping you buy and scale a profitable business. If you're thinking about purchasing a business someday or learning how to scale and exit your current business, you come to the right place. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell. You'll be notified every Thursday when a new video comes out. So what is inflation? Let's not get too technical, but I'm going to give you some basis. The simple definition of inflation is that when prices rise and the purchasing power of your currency drops, it means that you can buy less with your money in the past. Every day that goes by, the purchasing power decreases. Climbing prices are bad news for consumers, as it takes an ever-increasing amount of money to purchase the same basket of goods, the same products year after year. This concept is known as purchasing power. A nation's monetary authority, such as the central bank, will work to keep the rate of inflation within a boundary that keeps the economy running, that encourages growth. Some level of inflation is necessary as it promotes spending, which helps national economic growth. The most common measurement tools used to rank inflation are the Consumer Price Index and the Producer Price Index. So here are the 5 strategies you can start implementing today, not only to just protect yourself from inflation, but also to beat it and profit from it. So we're gonna go in descending order. Number 5, locking in your long-term loans. Do you have any existing loans in your business that are variable rates? If you do, right, you can turn them into fixed rates. By doing so, you're locking in the rate so it doesn't change. The last thing you want is a variable rate on a fixed asset. Now, if you watch some of my videos before, you know that I'm always talking about different types of loans, variable rate loans and fixed rate loans. Now, even within the SBA, there is the 504, which is a fixed rate loan, and the 7A, that is a variable rate loan. Now, if inflation is coming, you do not want to be stuck with a variable rate. One way to hedge you against that inflation is to lock in your rate. So what I would suggest you do is look at your balance sheet. I'm actually in the process of helping a customer actually purchase another business, and we have to go through this process of trying to get financed by the bank, and the bank is asking for a debt schedule. You start with your debt schedule, and where does it come from? It comes from your balance sheet. You look at your long-term liabilities or anything that is due over a year. So if it is due a year or less, it's not a long-term loan, so it's probably just a current liability. But you look at all the loans that are due that you have in your balance sheet and evaluate which one of them are variable rates. And if so, try to get them refinanced into a fixed rate. Strategy number 4, buy now. I'm speaking to you business owners, small business owners. So you're thinking about buying new equipment or thinking about buying a piece of real estate, or any purchase you want to do, maybe the time to buy is now, especially those who need to buy these major asset purchases this year. Why? Because interest rates are rising. I was watching the news last night, it was confirmed today in the news, and we are kind of towards the end of 2021, so if you're watching this video later, but that probably doesn't matter, but interest rates are rising. So if they're gonna keep rising, which means that, it behooves you to get a loan now than to get it later. So if you're gonna buy equipment, buy it now. And look at your forecasting needs, and you should be meeting with your team and decide what is most necessary that you buy. And I would say you buy it now, even in a short-term basis, like inventory. Is there any inventory that you need to lock in today? Now, I deal with manufacturing companies that they actually are looking ahead on the cycles. And by the way, the supply chain is at risk. There is 66 ships sitting on the dock in San Pedro in California and actually in the Los Angeles area waiting to come in, which means that as time goes by, there's going to be more expensive to buy the same product. So if you can buy now, buy right now. Are you stuck and trying to figure out how to purchase your dream business? Drop me a comment below and let's connect. I'm on a quest to help 10,000 people become business owners. Strategy number 3, sell assets. Now, strategy number 4 was to buy some things. Strategy number 3 is the opposite. I'm gonna say, are there any assets that you have in the balance sheet? Things like you're no longer gonna use and it produce cash for you. Probably is a good idea to start looking now. Now, for some of you that are maybe at a time in your life that you're looking to downsize or moving away or retire, and you wanna sell some, might as well sell your entire business, right? Right now, business owners are getting a premium because despite what you may think in the middle of a pandemic, there are great opportunities out there, and there are some business owners that are profiting in a big way. I'm in the middle of several transactions right now, working with the sellers that they're gonna get a premium for their business. Why? Because while some industries are being affected, some are not. Some are actually thriving. There are industries right now that are thriving. If you're in one of those industries that you're experiencing 15%, 20% year-over-year growth, maybe the time to sell is now. Strategy number 2, revisit your pricing. I just did this exercise with one of my clients, a large manufacturing company, last week. We looked at the pricing, and I have this exercise for you. So what I want you to do is take 20 jobs, products or services, and look at what you did the last 6 months. Sit down and do a thorough cost analysis. And this is where it'd be a good idea if your books are in order. If you have your accountant, your bookkeeper doing your monthly reconciliations, your books should be fine. You should be fully reconciled. If you are like that, here's what I want you to do in this cost analysis. I want you to look at your margins. Are your margins good? Are they acceptable? Are they within range? Are you surprised by them? Are they higher than what they should be? Are they lower, right? Now look at the materials, the wages, and the overhead expenses attached to those goods, which will fall under cost of goods sold. So if you're in a manufacturing facility and you have staff that are solely dedicated to making sure to assemble those goods, they will be part of your cost of goods because they're variable goods. You know, as your sales rise, they should rise with the sales. So those expenses are associated, those cost of goods sold. You should be looking at them. Are they better or worse? So here's a good indicator that you probably need to raise your prices. If your vendors, the ones that are procuring the raw materials for your business are increasing their prices, guess what? You can't be stuck holding the bag. You need to look at your margins, and if your margins were 35%, I'm talking about for those who are in the manufacturing business. If your margins were 35% last year and now 28% this year, that's not good. You just lost 7 points. So it probably is because your vendors, the ones procuring, raise their prices. So it is a good idea to look at your business model and see where you are year to date. Do you need to raise your prices? You cannot afford to compromise your margin, because if you do that long enough, pretty soon you won't have any profit. Please comment below and let me know which of these 5 strategies is resonating with you and why. I'd love to hear your comments. YouTube loves interaction, and I'm here to answer all your questions. I respond to the comments every day. And for YouTube, comments are royalty. So the more you comment, the more it helps YouTube spread the word about our videos. Thank you so much for letting me do that. Number 1, and here's the most profitable, and I leave that for last. Buy real estate. Buy commercial real estate. One of the greatest hedges against inflation. So I just did a video last week. If you haven't watched that video, I need you to watch it. The link is going to be up here in the card, and it's going to be down below as well. And I think you need to watch it as well. So here's the thing about real estate. If you play your cards right, and if you've been renting, if you're a tenant, and if you have a business and you're renting from the landlord, and you're paying, say, $5,000 a month for the usable space, and then you can actually buy the same building and actually have a $4,000 a month mortgage. Well, you already saved, $1,000. But what if you can actually occupy just 51% of the required? I'm suggesting that you do an SBA loan, right? Whether a 7A or a 504, probably a 504 on a fixed rate. You get a 504 and you buy a cash flowing asset. So the ideal, to me, the perfect situation for you would be to buy something. You occupy 51% of the space, and the other 49%, you get some tenants to help you with the rent. You may be cash flow positive. What a better way to hedge yourself to bets against inflation. Buying commercial real estate will never go out of style. And it's typically the best, the investors out there, the hedge funds, that's what they do. The only way to really protect yourself against the ever-rising prices is to buy something because of this. Now, when prices, the consumer price index will rise and everything is rising accordingly, your rents are going to raise as well. So if your tenants were paying $1,100 a month for instance, and you can raise the rent, cost of, the year-over-year increase, 3%, they may be paying more every year, which the rising rents are going to offset your already fixed mortgage. It's a no-brainer. So if you're in a situation right now, if you want to reach out to me and I'll be happy to do a complimentary evaluation. Just be curious to see where you are. But you look at your rent line item and your profit and loss and see how that is. If there's a way for you to actually buy real estate, and right now, if you actually were to buy with an SBA loan, you may not need to put any money down. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching my video. For a limited time, I am giving away 2 of my biggest resources, my Advanced Growth Plan Template, as well as my Financial Projections Workbook. These 2 documents together have helped hundreds of business owners predict and achieve financial success in their business. Go ahead and click on the link below. They are my gift to you.